Well, I got to take this basket off, and I've got to move that big pipe. If you remember, like a year and a half ago, I blocked the back gate with, and I don't think I'm going to be able to move it with this, but I'm going to give it a try, because the excavator, as you know, is on the other side of the lake on the North Road, and I don't feel like it'll take me 40 minutes to get it over here. So I'm going to take this off. But if you remember the problem I've had with this Kubota with the bucket dropping, I still haven't heard back from them. I'll never buy a Kubota again if that's the way they handle it. But that basket, I started cutting the grass about 2 hours ago, and that basket was up there, and now it's down there. So I'm just going to pop that off and go back, and I'll get video of that too. Battery died on the other GoPro. Well, if you remember, I'll put a link to the video of when I blocked this back gate, and I'll explain more about this back gate in a minute. But I brought that down with the excavator, and I'm not overly optimistic. I don't really think this thing can pick that up. I'm hoping at least if I can get it off the ground, and maybe I can drive it backwards and just slide it along on the pallet forks. Like I said, the excavator's way on the other side, otherwise I'll have to get it, because what I'm doing is I'm putting a I'm not putting it in. I'm having a fence put in, a chain link fence, 6-foot chain link fence. This is an easement. When I first bought the property, I only owned 25 acres of the property. And right here is another 10 acres that I tried to buy on auction and almost got it, and it's a long story. It's useless, pretty much. It's wet. I wasn't going to use it for anything other than to have nobody in our backyard. So I put this, David and I built this gate back in 2015, and again, somebody else bought it and tried to sell it, wanted way too much money. This guy paid way too much money as well. But it went up for auction again, and I tried to buy it, and unfortunately they told everybody in the neighborhood, not that there's many people in our neighborhood, but there's another street way in the back over there, and they put it up that it was for sale. And it just so happened that it abutted the back of his property, and his mother-in-law has a lot of money, so they paid way more money than it was, but they cut a hole through to get into this easement. And the only reason, this is a 700-foot easement, the only reason that this easement goes all the way, so if we look over here, this David's house is way up there, the shop is over there. The only reason that the easement goes all the way through is to get to the other side where Wendy and my house will go, on that side. There's another 12 acres on that side. This is 12 and a half on this side. And the only reason that this easement goes all the way down is basically so that whoever owned it was called lot 12, but whoever owned that side could get there. But the fact that I own both of them, there is no need, because this guy has access to the property on the other side of the gate, and also he has it from his house. And not for nothing, but I wouldn't want it to be that way. You know, I wouldn't want to come through. So when I saw him cutting this hole through, I said, why are you cutting the hole through? Because you don't need it. And I said, how about if we make this the DMZ? That's the demilitarized zone, like between North Korea and South Korea. I said, we won't use it. I don't need it. Let's just leave it. Let's grow up. Well, he feels the need. Now, I didn't cut this. He cut this. Actually, I just cut that part because they're going to be coming with the fence, and I'm going to cut another row at the bush hog, but I cut it back. But if you look at what he's done over here, he cleared a little bit. This was not cleared when he bought it, but it's already grown back up again. So he does nothing with the property, but he feels the need to come through and keep this easement clear. And he doesn't even have the code to the gate. Well, I did give him the code to the gate, but I believe he's forgotten it. And there's, like I said, there's no reason for him to come in there. So I don't feel like getting aggravated over it. Whatever, people are idiots. I'm gonna have the fence is gonna run that way, then it's gonna run all the way down, and then at the end, because they have to have a turnaround so they can, like a cul-de-sac, I've got to make the fencing go in a cul-de-sac, and then I'll get a shot of it afterwards when I get down there. But it's also then going to go a little bit of my side, it's all going to be on my side, but what I'm saying, blocking off at the end of the cul-de-sac, and then it's going to turn around and go down. There's a big ditch so that nobody could get across, because I don't know who these people are or what friends they have or whatever, and I don't need people coming in the back. So unfortunately, that's why I have to do this. But like I said, I'm not sure. He actually moved that out of the way. I moved it with the excavator, lifted it up for him, because he said he had to get through the gate, which he never did. And I put it kind of over there, and he has a mini cat excavator, and he wanted to prove that he could move it, so he rolled it over. So like I said, I'm pretty sure I can't pick it up with this, but worst case, I'll roll it myself. I'll just roll it, I'll just flip it. But like I said, maybe I can get it on the pallet forks enough that I can back up and just drag it on the fork. So we shall see. Otherwise, worst case, because right here, the fence is going to go down along this way as well. So I can't have it be here. But let's see what happens. Well, you can see here just what I thought. There's no way it's picking it up. This is probably 5,000 pounds or more, and there is no way that it's going to do it. So I'm going to end up having to pull it backwards and roll it. The ground slopes back here a little bit, so you're going to see me hop off in a second. And I got a 6x6 chalk, and that's what I'm holding up to show you. But that's to keep this thing from rolling back, because it rolled back on me about 3 times. lot of room between the back blade of the tractor and the gate, so I should have opened the gate prior to it. It would have made it a lot easier, but well, next time. Yeah, all right. So You see I got it rolled pretty good. That stupid hole on the side would have been easier if I paid more attention. I stuck the fork in it and that's what made it turn. So, but as you can get a reference, I'm on the GoPro, so I can't really zoom. You can't zoom while it's working. But that's where our house is gonna go. Lake is over there. There's the big pile that I dug up. So, oh, here comes the boss coming to see what I was doing. Wendy's walking down. But let me just show you where we came from. So the fence is gonna come over here as well. There's a big ditch in there, so on a couple of days I gotta cut all these bushes back. But this is the reason why the easement comes over to here, and so you can see the cul-de-sac. You can see the cul-de-sac outlined. So that's where we came from. Our shooting range is over there. The shop is back there. My trailer's over there. But all this is going to have a fence. There's going to be a 16-foot gate there, 16-foot gate here to get into here. And all this is going to get cut back, and the fence will come down and block that there. Like I said, there's a ditch. There's a ditch in there, so you'd have to be about 20 feet tall to get through it, and then it's going to go down this way. So that's that. And here comes Wendy to see what I'm doing.